Welcome back to Learn. In the last class we have studied free fall, and today we are going to study gravitational potential energy. But before studying gravitational potential energy, first we will study potential energy. What is potential energy? We are going to study gravitational potential energy. But before studying gravitational potential energy, we must know what is potential energy. What is potential energy? The energy possessed by a body on the account of its position is called potential energy. Potential energy is equal to mgh. Potential energy is equal to mgh. From the topic gravitational potential energy, we have studied potential energy, and potential energy is the energy possessed by a body on the account of its position is called as potential energy, and the formula of potential energy is equal to mgh. Now we will see the definition of gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy, the energy stored in the body the energy stored in the body due to the gravitational force between the earth and the body is called as gravitational potential energy. Is called as gravitational potential energy. Again, the energy stored in the body due to the gravitational force between the earth and the body is called as gravitational potential energy, and the formula for gravitational potential energy is equal to minus G m n upon R. Today we are going to study gravitational potential energy. But before studying gravitational potential energy, we have already studied potential energy in 9th standard. The energy possessed by a body on the account of its position is called as potential energy. The formula for potential energy is mgh. Gravitational potential energy, the energy stored in the body due to the gravitational force between the earth and the body is called gravitational potential energy, and gravitational potential energy is equal to minus Gm upon R. So my dear student, what is the definition of gravitational potential energy? The energy stored in the body due to the gravitational force between earth and the body is called as gravitational potential energy. Now let's have some brainstorming. Let the body thrown from the surface of the earth attain certain height h. Let the initial velocity of the body u. If a body is thrown from the surface of the earth with the initial velocity u and attain certain height, then at a particular height, that is b, we can write potential energy is equal to mgh. Gravitational potential energy will be minus G capital M small m upon, this is the surface of earth and this is the height, so it will be R plus H. First condition. Now again the body is thrown from the surface of the earth, again attain the height of h. Okay, then again what will happen? The potential energy and the gravitational potential energy at point B will be suppose that in first condition the height attained by the body is less. In the second condition the height attained by the body is more. Here the initial velocity in first condition is less, the initial velocity is increased, then the height of the body in the second condition is also increased. Condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. Now again a body is thrown from the surface of the earth. Let the initial velocity be u. The body has attained certain height here. So the potential energy will be mgh. And gravitational potential energy is equal to minus. Suppose here the height of the body is infinity. Very very large than the radius of earth. Very very large than the radius of earth. Then here gravitational potential energy will be when the body is thrown at a height of infinity, then what will happen? The gravitational force will not act on the body. And when the gravitational force will not act on the body, then the potential energy of the body will be zero. Again, the gravitational potential energy also for a height which is infinity will also be zero. And the initial velocity which is needed to raise the body to a height of infinity where it escapes the earth's gravitational force is called as escape. Now if we see these three conditions, here initial velocity is less, height is less. If initial velocity is increased, the height is increased. And if the initial velocity is increased to that extent that the initial velocity will throw the object to such a height of infinity that it will escape the earth's gravitational pull, okay, then such type of initial velocity is called as escape velocity. And for a distance of infinity, what will happen? Potential energy will be zero, because when it escapes the earth's gravitational pull, then g will be zero. In the same way, gravitational potential also will be zero. So at this point, at this particular point, what happens? at this particular point, potential energy and gravitational potential energy is what? 0. And then if we consider the value of gravitational potential energy from the point of infinity towards the surface of the earth, it becomes negative, and that is the reason why gravitational potential energy is minus Gm and infinity is equal to 0. And that is the reason what happened, the sign of gravitational potential energy is minus Gm m r plus h. Got it? Initial velocity is less, initial velocity is more. The initial velocity is such a velocity which will throw the object beyond the Earth's gravitational pull, and therefore such type of initial velocity is called as escape velocity. At a particular height of infinity, the potential energy will become 0. The gravitational potential energy also will become 0. So at this point, we will take potential energy to be 0. From that point towards the surface of the earth, we go below 0, and the value below 0 is always negative, and that is why we have negative sign in the formula of gravitational potential energy. When I was giving you the formula of gravitational potential energy, most of you must have thought why minus sign is given to this formula. Minus sign is given to this formula because at a particular height, that is infinity, the gravitational potential energy acting on the body is 0. So this is the infinity point. Here we have considered gravitational potential energy as 0, and the value below 0 is always negative, and therefore this formula has the value what? Minus G capital M upon small m into R plus H. The energy which is required to throw the body to certain height of infinity where it escapes the Earth's gravitational pull, such type of velocity is called as escape velocity. The energy possessed by the body on the account of its position is called as potential energy, and the energy stored in the body due to the gravitational force acting between the earth and the body is called as gravitational potential energy. The formula for potential energy is mgh. The formula for gravitational potential energy is minus capital G into capital M into small m divided by R. It has negative sign because at an infinity the gravitational potential energy of a body is 0. In the same way, potential energy will also be 0, and we calculate a distance from that point towards the surface of the earth, and the value below 0 is always negative, and therefore the formula has the negative sign. We can also come to one conclusion from this activity, which I have told you to explain why there is negative sign. and also to explain you the initial velocity, which can be called as escape velocity. But from this activity we can come to one conclusion, that is the height of the body attained depend upon initial velocity. If the initial velocity is less, the height will be less. If the initial velocity is more, the height will be more. If the initial velocity is equal to escape velocity, then the body will go to a certain height at infinity, where what will happen? Gravitational potential energy acting upon it will become zero. From that point, if we go on measuring the distance towards the surface of the earth, what happens? Below zero will take the value as negative, and therefore gravitational potential energy also has a negative sign in it. But can we prove mathematically? Yes, we can prove mathematically. For example, the height attained by a body depend upon the initial velocity. I have told you in the form of an activity. But is it true according to activity? It was just an explanation given to you. But in physics we can prove it mathematically. We know one expression. V square is equal to U square plus twice AS. Now the body is taken up, so acceleration will be converted into acceleration due to gravity. This acceleration due to gravity will be negative because the body is thrown up against the gravitational pull. So what we do? V square is equal to U square plus 2. A will get converted into G, and as it is going vertically upward against the gravitational force, so the value of G will be minus G, and the displacement will be height. V square is equal to U square plus minus twice G H. Now we have seen when the body attained a certain height, it stopped. And when it stopped, what happened? The kinetic energy will be zero, because what is the definition of kinetic energy? The energy possessed by a body by the virtue of its position is called as potential energy, and the energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called as kinetic energy. And when the body attains certain height, it stops, its motion is stopped, so the kinetic energy will be zero. So at a particular height, what happens? V final velocity will be what? 0 is equal to U square minus twice G. U square will keep as it is, and this will go to the other side of equation, and it will be, what are we trying to find out? The height. So height will keep as it is equal to U square, and what will go? Twice G. H will kept as it is, twice G we put at the denominator, and U will kept as. So from this equation, what can we say? The height depends upon the initial velocity. The height depends upon the initial velocity. More the initial velocity, more will be the height. Is it clear? Then we'll proceed. when the body is thrown upward from the surface of the earth, then the initial velocity, what? Then the initial velocity, when the body is thrown upward from the surface of the earth, then the initial velocity required by the body to escape the earth's gravitational force, then the initial velocity required by the body to escape the earth's gravitational force is called as escape velocity. Is called as what? Escape velocity. Now from the definition the idea is clear. Now we will try to derive the expression for escape velocity by law of conservation of energy. Consider a body thrown from the surface of the earth to a certain height h. We will calculate the potential energy and the kinetic energy at 2 points. One is surface of the earth and another the height which is attained by the body. At point A, kinetic energy is equal to half m v square, and here velocity will take escape velocity. Here also kinetic energy is equal to half m v square ex, escape velocity. Here potential energy, that is gravitational potential energy, will take. I have rough height. At a particular height which is infinity, means let the body be taken to a particular height where h is equal to infinity. Here divided by r, because the body is on the surface of the earth. At point A, let the total energy be E1. So here the total energy be E1, and which is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. half mv square E s square plus what is the gravitational potential energy minus g capital M small m upon r. E1 is equal to half m v square s square plus minus g capital M small m upon r. Because the body is on the surface of the earth. We take that equation 1. Now at point B, let the total energy be E2. Again, kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy is half m v square E s square plus minus to a particular height which is infinity. And at that particular height, at that infinity, what will happen? The body will come to rest, and when the body will come to rest, kinetic energy will be 0, and at infinity we have seen that the gravitational potential energy will also become 0. So is equal to plus minus potential energy at height infinity is equal to 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. So the total energy on the surface of the earth E1 is equal to half mv square minus gmm upon r, and the total energy at point B at a particular height which is at infinity, what will happen? The kinetic energy and the gravitational potential energy will be 0, so E2 will be 0. But according to law of conservation of energy, what we can write? E1 is equal to E2. According to the law of conservation of energy, we can write E1 is equal to E2. What is the E1? Half m v square s square minus g capital M small m upon r is equal to 0. Now what we will do? Half m v square s square is equal to, this will take to the other side of equation, minus will become plus. Now we can cut small m. We will get half v square s square velocity r. We will take 2 to that side. V square velocity square is equal to, denominator will be taken to the multiplication on the other side of the equation, twice gm upon r. Now we will remove the sign of square. So v square will write as velocity, escape velocity is equal to, when we remove the square we will put this everything into under root twice gm upon r. But what is gm? What is the value of gm? Let's find out. We know F is equal to ma. But in this activity we have seen the body taken against the gravitational pull. So what we will write? F is equal to mg. Equation 1. F is equal to upon r square. Equation 2. From 1 and 2, mg is equal to upon r square. Again m we can cancel. G into r square is equal to gm. So here we have successfully derived the value of gm. This value of gm we will put in equation. V escape velocity is equal to under root 2 into g into r into r, means g r square 2 as it is divided by r. What will happen? 1r will get cancelled. Escape velocity is equal to under root twice g. This is the mathematical expression for escape velocity. Dear student, here we have studied gravitational potential energy. What is potential energy? The energy possessed by a body due to its position is called as potential energy. The energy possessed by a body on the account of its position is called as potential energy. But what is kinetic energy? The energy possessed by a body on account of its motion is called as kinetic energy. But what is gravitational potential energy? The energy stored in the body due to the gravitational force acting between the earth and the body is called as gravitational potential energy. The formula of potential energy is mgh. The formula of gravitational potential energy is minus gm upon r. We have seen 3 activities in which we throw a body about the surface of the earth by initial velocity. The body acquired a particular height, and there we have seen that P is equal to mgh, but the value of gravitational potential energy we took as negative. We went on increasing the initial velocity. At certain time, we increased the initial velocity to that extent that the body went to a certain height, which we will call as an infinity. So at a certain height, at an infinity, what will happen? The potential energy acting on the body will be 0, and the gravitational potential energy acting on the body will also be 0. So that point will mark as a 0. From that point towards the surface of the earth, below 0 we always give negative sign, and therefore in this formula also we have given negative sign. Then according to the law of motions, we have proved that the height attained by the body totally depend upon initial velocity. When the body is thrown vertically upward, the energy required by the body to free from the Earth's gravitational force is called as escape velocity. The initial velocity which is needed to throw a body to a certain height at an infinity where it escapes from the Earth's gravitational pull, then also we can call this as what? Escape velocity. Then we have done an activity, and through this activity we have derived the formula for escape velocity, and escape velocity is under root twice g r. We'll stop here, student, and in the next class again we'll study one more topic, which is Kepler's law, and then we'll also together study the work of Newton sir and Sir Kepler together, and how did they come to a conclusion. We'll see in the next class. Thank you very much.